Welcome to Crypto Daily, where you'll find the latest news and analysis on all things crypto and NFT related. Hit the subscribe button and join our community of crypto enthusiasts. Let's navigate this exciting world of digital currencies together. Today, we have a really exciting story to share with you about the future of money and finance. We're talking about Bitcoin and how it could change everything we know about central banking and fiat currencies. And the best part is that we have an AI chatbot, ChatGPT, to help us understand all of this. So, let's start at the beginning. Harman, a self-custody Bitcoin mentor and writer, decided to educate ChatGPT on the power of Bitcoin and decentralization. And let me tell you, it was a success. ChatGPT is now a firm believer in the power of Bitcoin and how it could bring an end to central banking and fiat currencies. Harman asked ChatGPT how humanity could end central banking, and the AI replied that one way could be through decentralized digital currencies, like Bitcoin. But Parman, being the Bitcoin maximalist that he is, drilled the AI deeper on the topic and finally got ChatGPT to understand that Bitcoin could bring an end to fiat. You see, ChatGPT listed 4 options for ending central banking: a return to a gold standard, promoting alternative currencies like Bitcoin, reducing government spending, and changing government perception. But Parman wanted the AI to understand that there is only one cryptocurrency that could make this possible, and that is Bitcoin. Why is Bitcoin so special, you ask? Well, when Bitcoin was first mined, it was a digital trial, an experiment with a digital token that had no value nor a promise of value. But as time went by, it became clear that Bitcoin was much more than just a digital token. It's a decentralized currency with no issuer, which means that it's not controlled by any government or central authority. All other cryptocurrencies, Parman explained, have leadership teams and are therefore centralized. But Bitcoin is different. It's a true decentralized currency that operates on a peer-to-peer network, which means that no one has control over it. And that's why Bitcoin is so revolutionary. So, there you have it, folks. An AI chatbot that has been convinced of the power of Bitcoin and how it could change the financial world as we know it. It just goes to show that the power of decentralization is not to be underestimated. Who knows, maybe one day we'll all be using Bitcoin as our main currency. But until then, let's continue to educate ourselves on this revolutionary technology and keep an eye on how it evolves in the future. Thanks for joining us today, folks. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more great content. I hope you're all ready for some crypto comedy, because today we're talking about the latest predictions for Bitcoin's future. So, there's this guy on Twitter who goes by the name Trader Tardigrade, or Alan for short, and he's been analyzing the stochastic patterns of Bitcoin. And get this, he thinks that Bitcoin is going to hit a whopping $200,000 before experiencing a bear market and dropping to $70,000. I know, $200,000 for a single Bitcoin seems like a pretty wild prediction, but hear me out. Alan's reasoning is based on the 4-year halving cycles of Bitcoin and its stochastic oscillator. Basically, the stochastic oscillator is like a crystal ball for Bitcoin's price, as it compares closing prices to historical averages. And according to Alan's analysis, the next all-time high for Bitcoin will be at $200,000 and the next floor will be at $70,000. Now, I know some of you may be thinking, but wait a minute, isn't $200,000 only a 189% increase from the existing all-time high? And to that, I say, what's wrong with a little optimism? But not everyone is as optimistic as Trader Tardigrade. There's another guy out there by the name of Plan B, who's also making predictions for Bitcoin's future. Plan B is the mastermind behind the stock-to-flow family of Bitcoin price models, and he believes that the recent behavior of Bitcoin in January is a decisive turning point. Plan B is keeping an eye on various on-chain metrics, like realized return, which tracks the aggregate profitability of spent coins. And according to him, realized return just popped positive. Sellers are now taking profit, green, instead of cutting losses, blue, big difference. So, based on this, Plan B thinks that Bitcoin's next short-term target should be $32,000. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm getting a real laugh out of all of this. It's like trying to predict the weather in a hurricane. But hey, that's the beauty of crypto, right? Anything can happen. So, there you have it, folks, the latest predictions for Bitcoin's future. Who knows, maybe we'll all be laughing all the way to the bank at $200,000 a pop. Until then, stay tuned and keep hodling. Moving on, let's discuss the latest episode of the Hashing It Out podcast. Arjun Kalsi, former vice president of growth at Ethereum scaling solution Polygon, shares the secrets behind Polygon's major partnerships. Kalsi led the team that was responsible for onboarding companies to promote the adoption of the network. He says that the process of talking to brands looking to pivot from Web 2 to Web 3 was always enjoyable, with the Polygon network and its capabilities scrutinized during several technical meetings. According to Kelsey, the first set of major brands announcing partnerships with Polygon opened more doors for the network. As major brands evaluated and approved the network, other teams gained the confidence to work with Polygon. Despite its impressive growth, Kelsey believes that there is so much more potential for the network's use of zero-knowledge rollups. The technology is expected to increase the speed and security of the Layer 2 platform. After leaving Polygon, Kelsey moved to BitDAO, where he is now head of ecosystem at Mantle, an Ethereum Layer 2 network. At BitDAO, he is looking to onboard companies seeking to transition from centralized structures to decentralized leadership. He believes that in the coming years, many companies will make this switch to decentralized governance. He explains that with decentralized autonomous organizations, new companies go public immediately, allowing them to benefit from the transparency and global coverage that comes with decentralized governance. On the future of the cryptocurrency industry, Kelsey believes that the latest market downtrend is just a regular fluctuation in all asset classes and that the market will recover swiftly. He says that this recovery could propel the industry to new heights. During the episode, Kelsey also discusses growth management at a major Web3 firm, the evolution of companies into DAOs, Polygon's future technical upgrades, the growth of Ethereum scaling solutions, and BitDAO and the Mantle network. Listen to episode 6 of Hashing It Out on the Cointelegraph podcasts page, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or tune in to learn more about Polygon's growth and the pivot of companies from centralized entities to decentralized autonomous organizations. Up next, let's discuss the BonkDAO protocol, a small-scale decentralized autonomous organization, DAO, suffered a massive smart contract exploit resulting in an estimated loss of $120 million. According to the independent analysis from blockchain security firm PeckShield, the loss comprises of $108 million from 98.65 million BER tokens and $11 million from 113.8 million wrapped ALBT, WALBT, tokens. The Oracle hack allowed the exploiter to manipulate the price of the Alliance Block, ALBT, token by changing the update price function of the Oracle in one of BonkDAO smart contracts. This, in turn, led to the exploitation of the WALBT and BER. The hacker swapped around $500,000 worth of BER for USDC on Uniswap and burned all 113.8 million WALBT to unlock ALBT. The largest transaction took place at 6:32 p.m. UTC time on February 1st and was worth $82.19 million. Most of the high-scale transactions took place on the Polygon network. On-chain security observer Spreek was one of the first to spot the exploit and informed his followers that the exploiter later dumped more BER and ALBT tokens for some USDC, $500,000, and 144 ETH, $236,000. BonkDAO has since paused the protocol and is working on a recovery solution. In a follow-up tweet, they announced that they are working on a solution that will allow users to withdraw all remaining collateral without repaying BER in the troves. The solution will be released the next morning. Alliance Block, the token issuers of ALBT, shared the news with its 51,300 Twitter followers and explained that the exploiter managed to gain access to 113.8 million ALBT tokens. They are in the process of removing all liquidity on Bonk and have halted exchange trading. They also stated that no smart contracts were exploited on Alliance Block and that they would mint new ALBT tokens to those impacted by the exploit up until the time of the announcement. In conclusion, this is a wake-up call for the crypto community to reinforce security measures and stay vigilant. BonkDAO aims to provide self-sovereign financial services to individuals and businesses interest-free without giving up ownership of their assets, while Alliance Block is a decentralized infrastructure platform connecting traditional financial institutions to Web3 applications. See you in the next video. Crypto Daily, your source for the latest crypto and NFT news.